Good morning, all, and welcome to the pre-pour. We had a weird thing where on the first stream, despite no settings indicating it or anything, he kept saying as I was about to go live that I was entering some sort of game streaming mode. I wasn't. I don't even see a setting to do that if I wanted to do that, but whatever, I had to start a new stream. And it didn't do that, even though I did the exact same thing. So, YouTube live streaming continues to be just an amazing bit of technology. Anyway, we do have a lot to talk about in the now less time than we had before, and we actually have less time than usual because we have a special treat coming to the full Damage Report show coming up in just a little bit. Cenk Uygur is going to be joining us. How awesome is that? Thank you, Christos. Very nice of you. May Money, what's up? So, we do want to get to 1,000 likes. We have two different insane Roseanne bar videos for you, but we gotta get to 1,000 likes, and now we have less time than we normally do, so there's no time to wait. You gotta go press the like button instantly as we talk about some of this other stuff. And I want to fit in as much as possible. Okay, so, do you remember the shooting of A.J. Owens in Florida? So this was, there's this crazy person who's harassing kids, hitting kids, throwing things at them. So the mom goes to try to recover the tablet that this crazy woman stole from her kid, and the crazy woman fires her gun multiple times through the door, striking A.J. Owens and killing her. So the prosecutors in this case are prosecuting her now. The charges are going to be manslaughter and assault, because they don't think that they can win a murder trial. Because to do that, you would have to prove, quote, beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt, the existence of a depraved mind toward the victim at the time of the killing. I mean, she had been throwing things at the kids, robbed them, and then when they came to get their stuff, ambushed them through the door with a firearm. Obviously being willing to kill her, the kid, whoever's around there. I don't know why you can't prove that that's murder. In the end, I suppose, I mean, if you get this and if she got the maximum manslaughter with a firearm charge, supposedly it would be 30 years. And she's an older woman, so I guess that's life anyway. But god damn, is our system effed up in so many different states. Family's obviously angry. I can understand why. By the way, great, and I'm not logged into the Daily Beast on this computer for some reason. Anyway, there's this guy who has been harassing people of seemingly many different races. He is a racist, but he is an equal opportunity racist. This Trump-loving trucker has been terrorizing people in his community. He is finally been arrested. So he has this truck that he's covered in Trump stickers and Confederate flags. He tried to run a black couple off the road. He has been harassing people, attacking them. Here's the thing. I like, this guy seems to me, based on the details, and you can see them on the Daily Beast if you want to see the details. I can't see all of them because I'm not logged in for some reason. Anyway, so he seems to me that that's got to be pretty unique. But then I think about it and like, God, how many of these like Trump-obsessed, truck-driving weirdos are there just making different like corners of America more difficult to live in, unbearable to live in, needlessly? You know, normal people get told constantly that in just, you know, like asking that we be kind and accepting to each other, that we're shoving politics down people's throats. But look at this motherfucker running around. Okay, I want to talk about my favorite story of the rundown, which I am going to bet will not be your favorite story of the rundown, but we still have to talk about it. And it's this. It's on the LA Times right now. And it's readers reacting to restaurant service fees. So if you're not familiar with these, you can see an example right here. It was for like a little breakfast and some drinks or whatever. And there is a 15% mandatory service charge on it. Okay? And you can see that in addition to that, the person tipped $2.20. And in this case, thank God that they did that, because that service charge, that doesn't go to the waiters. That doesn't go to the people who did the service. That's just an extra fee that goes to the restaurant. And I think that's fucking bullshit. So the restaurants would say We have to do the additional charge because things are more expensive right now, you know, pandemic and all that. So we have to charge more. Here's the thing. You know what that is? That's the... Hey, Evelina Sabrina, how's it going? Welcome to the stream that is now actually working. So the cost of doing business is what the cost of the food becomes. That's why the food is that cost. Like, they're acting as if, like, the price of a hamburger has never included labor costs before. No, that's obviously part of it. It's not just the price of the meat and the bun, you psychopath. Like, obviously, that's an extra fee. They know that. Now, look, maybe they think that, like, just putting it right into the food makes the food seem too expensive, but that is what the food costs at that point. You are not doing what you say you're doing and adding this mandatory service fee. Because if it was just like an inflation fee, an extra cost fee, you could say that. You're making it a service charge because you want people to think that it's going to go to the actual servers and the hosts and the expediters and everybody who makes, like, gets the food from, you know, the kitchen to the table. And so when people see that and think that that is what the tip would be, and then don't tip, oh, well, oh man, oh, it's such a weird coincidence that it worked out that way. I bet the restaurant owners are really frustrated about that. They don't like that at all. No, this is absolute bullshit. This is basically their dishonest way of taking the tips from the servers. It's not the only way that they do that. For many, many years, there have been a lot of different ways that they effectively steal from their servers. But this is a new way that I think when you point it out to people, they all know that this is bullshit, but it's not immediately clear that it's bullshit. That is why it is so dishonest, is that they are cloaking their true objectives by implying that, hey, now you don't have to think about what the tip is going to be. We factored in it. No, they haven't. They haven't at all. Not a cent goes to the actual workers who are doing the work. Anyway, if you want more people's thoughts about that, it's available at the LA Times. Damn, we're running low on time. Oh, I kind of wanted to talk more about Laura Loomer's long COVID. Like, her tweet thread denying that she has long COVID when she has been talking endlessly about how food doesn't taste or smell good anymore is fucking amazing. These people, like, years into denying that the pandemic was a bad thing that you had to worry about, now obviously suffering, as millions of other people are suffering, from the long-term side effects of having had COVID once or twice or 3 or 4 times or whatever, and refusing to admit it. It's just, it's exactly what our politics is right now, where you can take a stance strongly that is consequential, massive stakes to it, and then when you are proven apocalyptically wrong, you will never ever have to admit it. So when the pandemic is spreading and the idea that, hey, maybe we should do something about it, isn't going to happen for the right because Trump decides that he doesn't want to do it anymore. He's not going to do anything about it. So they all have to decide that it's okay for the pandemic to run wild. They then say, it's not going to be as bad as they say it is. It's going to be fine. Not a lot of people are going to get sick. Certainly not a lot of people are going to die. And then 1 million people die. Let me ask you a question. Has anyone ever been as wrong about anything as they were about the pandemic? And yet, they don't have to admit it. Have any of them admitted it? And then they say, okay, as part of that mission, we're not going to take the vaccine. We're going to encourage people not to take the vaccine. We don't even think there should be a vaccine, because if you take the vaccine, that's going to kill people. And that doesn't happen, which has its own opportunity cost in that the many people who could have been vaccinated might have been safe, but weren't because of that. Have they had to admit that? No. It isn't just that there are forces radicalizing people to insane positions. It's that then they're insulated from ever having to realize that they were conned and that there was a massive cost to them being conned. And now she can't taste fucking food anymore. Didn't have to be this way. By the way, if she was to, at this late date, understand what's going on, then maybe we could do something about it. It is possible that these symptoms of long COVID could be dealt with. It does deserve a lot of attention, funding, all of that. Anyway, okay. Well, we're going to see. Are we going to get to the 1,000 likes? I don't know. We want to talk about this, but are we going to get there? Still need 14 likes. Maybe I should go. You know what? It's fine. You guys talk. I'm gonna go get ready for the full show. Let's see if what Cenk is up doing up. 4 more likes? Okay, I think that we can probably do it. DJ Dixon says Stockton Rush was wrong. Ego hubris lies. Yeah, he was really lethally wrong to himself. Okay, so we're gonna play 2 videos. The first one is absolutely insane, but not as insane as the second one will. Okay. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit.
You know what I think? You know, discuss amongst yourselves. If you don't agree, you don't really have to burn me at the stake for not agreeing with me. But let me just throw out one idea.
Oh, what's an idea?
And I hope that the hungry dogs in the street have enough meat as not to come after me for thinking and speaking. I'm tired of it. But I have this to say as follows. And it's okay I say it because nobody believes the fucking thing I say.
Just fucking say your idea.
I'm tired of being monitored.
Just fucking say it.
You know, corrected.
Just fucking say it.
Fuck it. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Trump, hear me when I say this.
Just fucking say it.
Trump is, in my opinion, the first woman president of the United States.
And that's the end of the video.
I think?
And it really can be the end of the video. Like, I kind of want to know what her argument is, but I don't know that I should know what her argument is. I don't know that that will help. None of you predicted that that's where it was going to go, did you? You had no idea. By the way, like, first of all, that was a 59-second long video, and only the last 5 seconds mattered at all. I also love the constant, like, don't get on me, don't attack me, don't at me. I'm just thinking. No, you're not just thinking. First of all, you're not thinking. But let's pretend that what you were doing was thinking. You are not just thinking. You are uploading a video of yourself saying something. Now, the thing is crazy, but whatever. When you do that, you are not just thinking. You want other people to agree with you. That is the only reason that you would put it up. Or alternatively, that you want people to disagree with you. But either way, you want a reaction. If you didn't want a reaction, you wouldn't put up the video. That sort of fucking follows. So you can't then say, oh God, I'm so sick of people. I hope the dogs have meat. Why are they coming at me? Why are you on social media? It's social media. What you want is a Word doc, I think. I think you want to type your crazy thoughts on a Word doc because you're not going to get a lot of replies to it. Certainly not a lot of disagreement, except perhaps from, you know, one of your other personalities. Like, if you are posting it, you're doing it to get a reaction. And I understand the human impulse to only want people to agree with you. I only want people to agree with me. Actually, from now on, if all of you could only agree with me, that would really be preferable, like for my brain. But I can't rule out the possibility that some of you might disagree with me from time to time. People are dumb, people are wrong, and some dumb, wrong people might be out there, and they might disagree with me. I can't rule that out. That's just the way the internet works. Now, the crazy thing is, that video I showed you, she gave all these caveats for. I have a video I'm going to show you now that does not have all those caveats, but arguably, I would be more worried about the reaction to something I was saying if I was saying this.
See? That's the truth. And don't you dare say anything against it or you'll be off YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other ones because we have, you know, there's such a thing as the truth and facts and we have to stick to it. And, you know.
It's scary.
And that is the truth. And nobody died in the Holocaust either. No. That's the truth.
Yeah.
It should happen.
Oh, come on.
6 million Jews should die right now because they cause all the problems in the world, but it never happened. But it never happened.
Look at me.
Yeah.
I'm being live hacked. Okay.
Well, because you're part.
I'm going to continue with this video. God damn it. See, we're uncovering the truth, and they try to hack my system just like Marjorie Greene's TV.
Died in the
They interrupted her watching Bridgerton season 2, and she won't stand for that shit.
Holocaust either. No. That's the truth.
Yeah.
It should happen. 6 million Jews should die right now because they cause all the problems in the world, but it never happened. But it never happened.
Yeah.
Mandated.
Okay. There's a lot of other insanity there. But imagine this. Roseanne is on this podcast, and Roseanne is only arguably the craziest person, because whoever the hell that other guy is, he's chuckling at the idea that the Holocaust is fake, but that it didn't happen, but it should happen. Someone should murder 6 million Jewish people. But don't worry, she's Jewish. Yes, she's being sarcastic. Yes, she's being sarcastic, except that she says this fucking constantly over and over again to an audience of right-wingers that love the idea that the Jews are secretly behind everything and something should happen. Does she actually believe that 6 million people should be killed? No, obviously she doesn't believe that 6 million people should actually be killed, but she is repeatedly, for years and years, spreading conspiracy theories about Jewish people controlling everything to an audience of people that are not being sarcastic when they say they want 6 million Jewish people to die. And that are not being funny and joking around when they say that the Holocaust didn't happen, or that if it did, it was justified. I don't fucking care if she is in some way joking. She is purposefully inserting herself into a media ecosystem and a political ecosystem that is not joking 1% about any of this. God. Okay, I'm gonna need to talk to them about the call me during the pre-show. Anyway, we've got Jen coming on. I have thoughts. I'm already a little bit excited, as you can probably tell. So we're gonna have a lot more to talk about, including the rollout of the Trump tape. The Iran documents, they have the actual tape. Jen and I are gonna be live reacting to it. Thank you for being here. Special thanks to our guest on the stream, Abelina Sabrina, who's out there. Everyone watch her work as well. And I will see you all in the full show.